that this is going to be the rule going forward. If you don't know, so usually for like North American and Europe shows, there's only one place where you can buy tickets, and that's Ticketmaster. It's the only option we have, especially since Live Nation was bought out by Ticketmaster recently.
Yeah.
So they truly do have the monopoly on ticketing and buying tickets, which sucks, because what happens is if you bought tickets for the LA BTS show and the Las Vegas BTS show, those two in particular didn't have what's called dynamic pricing. So if you don't know what dynamic pricing is, it's basically a ticket is set at a price, but the more that ticket goes for demand, the more price that it increases. So you can have a ticket starting at $65, for example, and then go all the way up to $300 when you're checking out.
Yeah.
We had a lot of issues with this.
A lot of armies got surprised with the D-Day concert ticketing. They thought they were buying at a certain price, and then as soon as it went through, like, oh, we charge you like $400 more for that ticket you thought was, for example, $175.
Yes. So Hybe had opted into that because companies can decide whether they want to opt into dynamic pricing or not. And for LA and Vegas BTS, they did not do that. A lot of other shows that were going on at the same time did do that. So we were kind of like the unique show in that regard. However, recently they had announced that they are going to be continuing to opt into dynamic pricing for all of their artists. So TXT, LE SSERAFIM, New Jeans, 17, BTS, like all of their artists that are under the Hybe umbrella will be opting into this. This is terrible. And I hope that they really do listen to the fans online, because I know last week there was an entire discourse about dynamic pricing, and we already pay enough when we go to these shows. We buy a ton of merch. We obviously buy the tickets for the shows. We fly there, hotels, like all of these things are already expensive. And so to add an extra layer to that is very frustrating. And even when like my friend and I were trying to find tickets for the Thursday show, and before we actually had like gotten access to the Ticketmaster drop, it was a nightmare because all of them were like $1,000 plus for like 2 tickets. And you're just like, this is, unless Min Yoongi is literally going to have dinner with me, I don't think so. Like, that's my limit, bruh.
If it's like a sure thing that he's gonna pick up my phone and record himself singing into it, like I don't care.
I don't care. Like I'm not.
I was like, I love him, but not for that price.
I want to be able to support BTS in any way possible, and I love going to concerts. It's one of these things that like we get to experience as fans that is very unique to following a musician. But the fact that Ticketmaster is really just like gouging people out of things, and then not only are the dynamic pricings awful, but then you have all of these extra fees that they include in the tickets, and you're just like, you're paying like $1,000 plus for like a 200 level seat is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I don't think that they should be doing this.
It's also like a lot of speculation and some context clues. Like a lot of people were saying that they're afraid of not making as much money now that BTS is slowly going into the military. But there are other ways that they could definitely go through that. 100%. You know, all the sold out stuff and merch on Weverse that a lot of people would like to buy because they couldn't whenever they were coming out. Just put that back in stock. Just like put that back in stock. It like we'll buy it. Like even like there was talk of a higher pay, like a membership plus on Weverse for lives and stuff, and I'm like, why?
It's
like there are other ways where you can definitely make that money if you're that afraid of it. Like I kind of see it as a sort of exploitation at this point. It's just 100%. Like, why would you go to these lengths when you know we're so freaking loyal to like any high group, really? To go to the extent of exhorting the fans.
I think that's also the problem with being a dedicated fan, is that they know how much they can take advantage of things. Now, I will say that Bang PD had said in an interview recently that he did in the States of like the fans talk and we listen. So I hope that they are taking the criticism that we have said online, specifically, obviously, like TXT's fans, MOAs and Carrots, and New Jeans fans and Le Sserafim's fans. Like, I know that they are vocal about this Ticketmaster thing, but ARMY is like very loud. And I hope that they are able to take that criticism and implement that going forward. I'm like, listen, I would do anything for BTS. I spend an exorbitant amount of money.
Listen,
on
it's
shit.
it's also just like we are extremely loyal and we have very good ideas.
Yes.
It's just like actually listen to us and you'll probably be a lot more profitable.
100%.
Than
I
you
have
currently are.
no...
Even though they are already very profitable.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I have no qualms about calling out something when it's not right.
Yeah.
And this to me feels like an exploitation of our loyalty. And I'm like, you can't abuse that as a thing. So what I will say is like money talks. And so the more that we are vocal about these types of things, the more that the company is willing to change. Like, especially the implements that they put on Weverse for the lives, we had obviously changed that. So our voices do matter, and our consumption of the media that we were consuming on a daily basis, it matters. So let your frustration be
known, but do not be
also
attacking
them. Don't attack the artists also. Like, it's
not
the
artist, the company,
choice.
It's like it because like that's not gonna help anything.
No,
you have to keep it like constructive.
Yeah, like it's not BTS's fault, it's not TXT's fault, it's not 17, New Jeans,
at the end of the day, they're also
Hyphen,
just employees behind.
This is about corporate decisions of how they're deciding to move forward. This is not about the artists themselves. So definitely don't take out your anger on that. And this argument that
keep loving them.
Yeah, like the argument that, like BTS going into the military is ruining the future or like, making less money for they're fine, trust me. HYBE is making billions of dollars. I think they're good. And honestly, like all of BTS's like solo albums and shit that's coming out, they're fucking fine.
But like also like 17 is very popular. TXT is very popular. So there's 100%. Like
New Jeans.
Yes, it's like it's not like equivalent, but they're fine.
No, they're fine. Trust me,
fine.
As a company, they are doing well for themselves. And as companies like stand in the realm of things, HYBE is probably one of the better companies, but this shit does not fly with me. You cannot abuse your power over people who are loyal to their artists. That is ridiculous. Absolutely not.
Please fix your shit, HYBE.
No,
thank you.
I'm not accepting this as a thing moving forward.
That's what I'm gonna say. Please fix your shit.
Yeah, that would be much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Put the merch back in stock. We'll buy it. We'll keep buying. We'll keep buying old albums. Like that's not an issue.
No,
yeah,
none of that stuff is an issue at all. Also, like I gotta say, like Le Sserafim's new collection, their like athletic collection, makes me want to buy it. I don't even stand them as a group, but I want to own that.
Isn't it looks so good though? Hey, have you listened to any songs on the Le Sserafim's new album?
I have because it came across my like TikTok.
What do you think?
Oh no, they're talented, super good. Like all their songs are super good. Such a fan.
It's a bop.
It's a bop, man.
It's a bop.
But me and my friend were actually talking about that. She was like, I kind of want to buy it. Like I don't stand them, but I want to own it. Like it looks dope.
I really want to as well, but obviously I'm not in a position where I can. But hopefully when I do, I'll be able to get it,
I'm like, God, like merch is never the problem. Just restock shit.
Yeah. Like old tour merch.
Oh yeah. 100%. There are things that I still
that
want
whale.
From, like, PTD. The fucking listen, the whale will be like your saving grace, HYBE, because like
how many restocks did they have to do during that pre-order? It didn't do like almost 5.
I think it was almost 5, but it was definitely 4 for sure. Like
and I remember Mom was like, I'm getting it for you, Jen. It's gonna be your wedding gift. I still appreciate you very much, Mom, for that. It's still sitting proudly on my shelf.
Or like the artist made merch. Like, come on.
Oh my god,
back in.
that necklace, that pink necklace,
Yeah.
still wears like every time
constantly.
I can. Yeah.
Constantly. I'm just saying, like, it's extremely frustrating to, and as somebody who like
Bring the wind
went,
chime back. I'll put it on my balcony.
I'll put it. But like, you know, it's extremely frustrating as somebody who like went through the ticketing process to feel as though I'm being taken advantage of because I want to see my artist be performing. That to me
It's
is
like we already
ridiculous.
had issues with Ticketmaster even before I went into 100%. That. Like I just remember us going through the ticketing process with BTBLA.
Oh,
like I know I mention it every single time, but it's like that shit was traumatizing.
Oh yeah, no, it was
it's like
terrible.
like it kept, for those who don't know, the website kept telling me that I wasn't a Weverse member. Like a membership holder for BTS. Yeah. And it was basically just kicking me out of the queue every single time because it couldn't verify, even though it did the day before. Yeah. Thankfully, we managed to get tickets, but that took way too long. I think we were at it for like 3 to 4 hours.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it was a very long and arduous process. Yeah. I think, you know, for Vegas, it wasn't that crazy for me. Because I was able to get in and out very quickly, but
yeah, because also with like the LA shows, there was a lot of the fact that the Map of the Soul tour was canceled. So you have so the reason why I could like be in the first to go in was because I had a special code because I was the ticket holder for Map of the Soul. Yeah, and so it's just like a slap in the face whenever the thing that's supposed to be working like as an advantage for me isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, oh no, it's like Ticketmaster, we have probably went on like 5 or 6 rants about how terrible Ticketmaster is because it will never not be true. They are the worst ticketing I have ever seen.
And then the Swifties figured it out.
Swifties, we are on your side, trust me. Like I understand how
we've been
terrible
known.
Yeah, like we understand definitely how terrible ticketing has been for like every single show, and especially the artists like BTS, like Taylor Swift, whose fans are so incredibly dedicated to our artists that we will literally do anything for them, including spending thousands of dollars. But the fact that these like Ticketmaster and these companies think that they can take advantage of us, I don't think so. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. I don't think so. So anyway, I'm done ranting.
That was our rant. Thank you. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
You and I best moment is yet to come.